Welcome to Dream Whisper. Good evening, traveler. Tonight, I am here to guide you away from the rush of the day and the thoughts that weigh on your mind. Our journey will take us to a hidden city, one that only those who dare to step through the gates of dreams can reach. But first, let's prepare your body and your mind. Find a comfortable place to rest. You may lie down or simply lean back. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it and exhale, letting go of all tension with your breath. Once more, draw in peace with your inhale. Hold it for a moment and release the weariness of the day as you breathe out. With each breath, feel your body growing heavier, melting into the surface beneath you. There is nothing else you need to do now. Just be, just rest. And now, before your eyes, a pale light begins to appear. This light is the first sign of the mystic city calling to you. A city filled with whispers, with secrets hidden in its stone streets. As you continue to breathe, the world of the day drifts further away, and the gates of the city slowly open to you. If your heart is calm, then let us cross into the story now.
The pale light before your eyes grows brighter, taking the form of towering gates carved from marble and obsidian. They rise higher than any wall you've ever seen, etched with symbols that shimmer faintly as though alive. The gates breathe with the rhythm of the night. With each inhale, they glow. With each exhale, they dim. When you approach, the air itself feels charged, like standing at the edge of a storm. As you step closer, you hear whispers, gentle, layered voices that seem to belong to the stones themselves. They speak in no language you know, yet your heart understands. They promise that beyond these gates lies not just a city, but a world shaped by dreams and memory, a place where every corner holds a story waiting to be uncovered. The gates begin to part, slowly, silently. No creak of hinges, no grinding of stone, only a soft sigh, as though the city has been waiting for you. And then the light spills out, pale blues and silvers, painting the ground at your feet. You step forward, and in that instant, the noise of your waking life is gone. The burdens, the noise, the endless lists fade away. Ahead is only wonder. Inside, the air is cool and fragrant, filled with the mingled scents of jasmine and ancient stone. Cobblestones glisten faintly under your steps, as if lit from within. Tall spires pierce the night sky, their surfaces carved with runes that pulse softly in time with your heartbeat. The streets bend and weave, designed not for haste, but for wandering. You walk further, your steps steady and unhurried, until the gates close behind you. Now you are truly inside. The mystic city has accepted you. The moment you step beyond the gates of the mystic city, the world around you changes. Stone streets stretch before you, worn smooth by countless footsteps over centuries. Yet the air carries no sound of life. There are no voices, no footsteps but your own, only the gentle hush of the night. The silence is not empty, but sacred, as though the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for you to arrive. Lanterns line the narrow streets, their glass glowing with a pale, steady light. The flames inside do not flicker, as if untouched by wind or time. Each lamp is adorned with intricate metal, work spirals, stars and waves, symbols of forgotten traditions. Their light pools across the cobblestones, revealing pathways that curve and twist, leading deeper into mystery. As you walk, your footsteps echo softly, yet even that sound feels absorbed by the city. Buildings rise on either side, tall and slender, their facades etched with carvings that tell stories you cannot fully read. Faces of guardians, swirling vines, and celestial patterns stretch upward, catching the pale light. The walls seem to lean close, whispering secrets in a language you cannot yet understand. You pause at a small square where a fountain stands in the center. The water flows slowly, shimmering with a faint glow as if moonlight itself were captured within. You lean closer and notice that the ripples of the water form symbols fleeting, shifting shapes that dissolve before you can comprehend them, yet you feel their meaning in your chest. A calm reminder that this city speaks not through words, but through sensation. The air carries a coolness touched with the scent of stone, water, and something faintly floral. Perhaps unseen gardens lie nearby, blooming only under starlight. You draw in a deep breath and let it out slowly, and with it, more of the day's heaviness leaves you. Here, even the silence heals. A cat crosses your path, its fur silver, its eyes reflecting the same glow as the lanterns. It stops, gazes at you for a moment, then slips into a side alley, vanishing like smoke. For a brief second, you feel as though it was guiding you, showing that no step here is truly aimless. As you continue, you notice that the city bends around you, not in a way that confuses, but in a way that comforts. Each turn feels deliberate, as though designed to guide weary travelers toward rest rather than to destinations. You begin to sense that the mystic city is alive, breathing, dreaming alongside you. In the distance, a bell chimes, not loud, not startling, but soft and resonant, like a heartbeat. Its tone carries through the streets, vibrating gently in your chest. You follow the sound, and with each step, your thoughts grow quieter, your body heavier, your breath steadier. The city seems to cradle you in its arms, guiding you further into its heart. Tonight, these silent streets are yours alone, and though no words are spoken, you understand this place has been waiting for you. The deeper you walk into the mystic city, the more it reveals itself as a place shaped by silence and wonder. The streets no longer feel like stone paths, but threads in a living tapestry, guiding you toward its heart. Each step resonates softly, absorbed into the air, as though the city has been waiting for centuries just to hear your presence. Lanterns grow taller here, their glass tinted with blues and golds. Their glow spills across mosaics hidden in the street's intricate patterns of stars, rivers, and winding vines. When you pause to look, the designs shimmer faintly, like reflections on water, shifting with the rhythm of your breath. It is not a city of haste, but of patience. Every stone feels placed to invite rest. The buildings lean higher, curving slightly inward, their facades carved with countless details, angels with wings of fire, seashells entwined with moonlight, trees whose branches cradle tiny stars. You reach out and brush your fingers across the wall. The carvings feel warm, pulsing faintly, as though the city remembers every hand that has touched them. In the center of a wide plaza stands a tower, unlike the others. Its surface is smooth obsidian, polished to a mirror that reflects not your body, but your thoughts. For a moment, you see fragments, dreams, memories, hopes flashing across its surface before fading into stillness. You realize this city does not just exist around you. It echoes what you carry within. You sit by the fountain at the plaza's edge. The water glows softly, its surface rippling with shapes that vanish before you can understand them, yet leave a calm certainty behind. You breathe with it, steady, deep, unhurried. Each exhale releases more of the day, leaving you lighter, more at peace. Above, the stars drift closer, or perhaps the city rises to meet them. The plaza feels like the center of a constellation made stone. The silence is not empty, it is fullness itself, wrapping around you like a cloak. In this moment, you are both guest and keeper, both dreamer and dream. You close your eyes, and the city seems to hum, a vibration that aligns with your heartbeat. It is not a song of words, but of presence. The mystic city is alive, and it welcomes you deeper into its embrace. As you rise from the plaza, the city seems to guide your steps again. The streets narrow, winding upward, carrying you toward a district that feels older than all the rest. The air grows denser, filled with a faint fragrance of paper and dust, mingled with the sweetness of night-blooming flowers. It is as though the very breath of knowledge clings to the stones here, urging you forward. At last, you arrive before an archway carved into the hillside. Its surface is etched with flowing script that glimmers faintly, shifting too quickly for the eye to catch. You step beneath the arch, and the world opens into a vast hall, the Library of Whispers. Its ceilings soar high, vanishing into shadow, and every wall is lined with shelves that bend and twist like branches, holding books whose covers pulse softly with inner light. The silence here is absolute, yet it is alive. You hear not voices, but the faint susurrus of turning pages, though none move. It feels as if the books themselves breathe, as if the knowledge within them murmurs to you in a tongue older than time. You reach out and run your hand along a spine worm, humming faintly. The book does not open, yet in your chest, you feel a story unfolding, one that was never written in words, but lived in memory. The floor is smooth marble, patterned with constellations that glow softly under your steps. Each star lights as you walk, dimming once you pass. The further you move, the stronger the sense that this place is aware of you not as a visitor, but as someone returning home after a long absence. At the center of the hall stands a great table, carved from a single piece of dark wood. Its surface is polished, reflecting the shelves above like a still lake. Upon it rests an open tome, its pages blank, yet alive with shifting ripples of light. You lean closer, and shapes begin to form fragments of your own journey. The sound of your breath, the weight of your thoughts, the rhythm of your heartbeat. The book does not tell stories, it gathers them. It is recording you, weaving you into the library's eternal memory. You sit for a while in the glow of the shelves, listening to the quiet pulse of this place. It is not heavy, not overwhelming, but soothing. Every book here is a whisper, and together they create a song without sound, a harmony of dreams and time. Your eyelids grow heavy, your breath deepens, and for a moment you feel as though you could fall asleep right here, safe in the embrace of knowledge itself. When you rise, the shelves seem to lean back, as though bowing, their lights dimming in farewell. The path to the archway glows faintly, guiding you onward. You step out, and the cool night air of the mystic city greets you again. The silence of the library lingers in your chest, a quiet heartbeat that will travel with you wherever you go next. The streets of the mystic city guide you into silence deeper than before. The steady lamps fade, replaced by shadows that stretch long against the stones. The air cools, touched by a faint fragrance you cannot name. You pass beneath an arch draped in ivy, and beyond it lies the hidden sanctuary few have seen. The mirror garden. Here, the ground is carved into wide circles where pools of still water rest like glass. They shine faintly as though lit from within, and yet they hold more than reflection. As you lean closer, you see not only your face, but fragments of memory and dream. The smile of someone long gone, a path once chosen, the echo of a forgotten day. Each image rises with the ripples. You move slowly from pool to pool, each one revealing another whisper of your life. Some bring warmth, others stir longing, yet none carry judgment. The garden accepts all you are every step, every moment, every choice offering release rather than weight. With each vision, your chest grows lighter, as though stones are being lifted from your spirit. Night-blooming lilies line the edges of the pools. Their petals glow with a silver radiance, filling the air with a fragrance soft as moonlight. Lanterns hang from the branches above, burning with a steady blue flame. Their light does not flicker, but seems to breathe, pulsing in rhythm with your heart. The silence here is not emptiness, but presence, a stillness alive and listening. At the garden's center stands a towering mirror, framed in roots and stone. Unlike the pools, its surface does not shift with memory. Instead, it glows with a steady brilliance, neither harsh nor dim, but endlessly calm. When you step close, you do not see your body, but your essence, your truest self, stripped of time and burden. You reach out, and the surface warms beneath your touch. A hum travels up your arm into your chest, and for a moment your breath and heartbeat align perfectly with the city's rhythm. You feel as though you are no longer a visitor, but part of the city's dream itself. The weight of the day dissolves entirely. You are whole and you are seen. When you step back, the mirror does not fade. Its light lingers, carried within you. The vines rustle softly, almost like a farewell. You pass back beneath the arch, and the streets of the mystic city open once more before you. Yet something within you has changed. You walk on, but the peace of the mirror garden travels with you, steady as your breath, quiet as the stars. The streets narrow as you walk, guiding you toward the city's hidden heart. The air softens, filled with the scent of flowers and cool stone. Lanterns fade until only the silver glow of starlight remains. You follow this light into a wide square where a circle of engraved stone waits. Spirals and constellations shimmer faintly, shifting when you look. Around it, tall pillars rise, wrapped in vines that glow as though woven from moonlight. At the center stands a crystal spire, tall and radiant, humming with a tone that feels more like sensation than sound. You step closer, and its hum deepens, shaping into a quiet lullaby. When your hand touches its surface, warmth spreads through you. Visions ripple across the crystal oceans without end, skies without horizon, countless dreams resting within its glow. It feels as if the mystic city has gathered every dream ever dreamed into this one place. You close your eyes, and your breath aligns with the city's pulse. Inhale, calm, exhale, release. With each cycle, the boundary between you and the city softens. You are not just walking here, you belong to it. The silence is not emptiness, but presence, a stillness that cradles and heals. Your body relaxes fully. Tension dissolves like mist. For a long moment, you rest within the glow of the spire. The world outside fades. The city does not speak, yet you understand. You are safe here. You are home in this dream. When you finally step back, the spire continues to hum softly. It has given what you needed. You leave the square slowly, guided by starlight. The streets curve around you like arms carrying you deeper into rest. As your breath steadies, the city itself seems to whisper, "You are safe, you are calm, you may sleep." Its gates will remain open, its lanterns glowing, waiting for your return. Tonight, you have reached its silent heart. Tomorrow, you may wander further. For now, let go. Let the spire, the stones, and the silence fade into the background. What remains is your breath, steady and slow. You drift downward, carried by the dream, and the mystic city's final promise lingers as you slip into sleep. Rest, traveler, for the light will never leave you.